Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's video. This one is going to be a pickup video for the end of April and May. I have been ill over most of May with some kind of flu that I feel like everyone seems to have had. I'm feeling better now and hopefully I'll get videos out a bit quicker. But I didn't manage to pick up a lot because of that, but I've managed to get a few bits. I did do one big trip to CEX to get quite a lot of Wii U games, so I do have quite a few in this video. And I also had a few things donated to me from a friend. So yeah, that was really kind, and I'll show you what I got of him as well. Before that, I will talk about what I played this month that isn't retro, even though it kind of is, and that is Oblivion Remastered. I worked at Game when it originally came out, and I bought the collector's edition. I think friends had mentioned that Morrowind was really good and there was a big hype for it. So I picked it up and I just never got around to playing it. It just wasn't the kind of game that I was into back then. It wasn't until I bought Skyrim, which I was like obsessed with. Yeah, seeing this, I was actually going to go back to Oblivion. I'd actually bought it with the intention that I would play it again. So I'm so thankful that it came out remastered because it looks absolutely stunning. Like, they've done such a good job on it. I know a lot of people are having issues with bugs, so it needs some kind of update. I've not done too bad, if I'm honest. I feel like I've been very lucky. It's been no issues whatsoever. A couple of little glitches here and there, but it hasn't affected my gameplay. I think I'm like 44 hours into it already, and I have been ill, so it has kind of been a great game just to like veg on the couch, feeling sorry for myself. And yeah, I've put a lot of hours in, a lot of late nights, and yeah, I'm still obsessed. Like, I haven't even scratched the surface of the game. So yeah, I think I'm going to be playing this game for at least another 2 months, because yeah, it's amazing and there's just so much to do on it. And now I will move on to what I picked up this month. I mentioned a friend very kindly donated a few items to me, and that is my friend Nick, who I used to work at Granger Games with. Yeah, he very kindly got in touch and asked if I wanted a figure that he had, which I did. It's a really cool figure, but he also very kindly just like threw a load of other stuff in that he thought I might like, and yeah, he was right. I got a lot of cool stuff, really nice stuff that have been said, so I will show you just a few bits because the rest of it's kind of been merged into my collection. So I picked out a few little bits so you can see. So the main reason he got in touch was because of this figure and asked if I would like it, and yeah, very kind, and I absolutely wanted this. I do have a couple of the Gremlin NECA figures, which I do love. I do like the box art on them, but you can't see the figure when they're just like sat like that. So I do like these kind of boxes so I can actually see the entire thing, and I just kind of hang it on a hook on my wall, which I did find some space for, which is, I don't know if you can see, but it goes in this little gap in the back there. But yeah, like super kind of them to send this, and I absolutely love it. I kind of feel like I want to try and get the rest of the set. It's a really nice set, and there's only another 4 to collect, so I might keep an eye out for the rest of these. And then he also sent a few books to me. First one is Terrible Old Games You've Probably Never Heard Of, which is by Stuart Ashens. I think this is the guy that I follow on YouTube actually. He does like a lot of cool, I can't describe his content, but he basically has this really old like brown couch, and he just kind of like unboxes things or just he usually buys like Tat and from Poundland especially, but he also does a lot about games as well. So he's a really cool content creator. If you like that kind of thing, I would definitely recommend giving him a follow, because yeah, it's a really fun videos that he does. And this book is right. I don't think I've heard of half of these games, so yeah, it's quite a fun one. The next one is Gadgets, Gizmos and Gimmicks. So I love this. I'm obviously very much into my 80s and 90s stuff, including the tech. So yeah, this has a lot of like cameras, video games, like toys that were like electronic and stuff. So yeah, it's a really cool book, and I'll look forward to giving this a good read. My favourite one is one I've been eyeing up for ages, but I just never bought it, so I'm glad I didn't, because I got a very nice free copy, and that is the Mega Drive like guide of all the games. I've seen a few people get these, and they're very handy if you want to like go for certain sets. So I'm not going for a full Mega Drive set because I am not that rich, but I do want to like collect a lot of them, especially the 2D platform games. So yeah, this is going to be like really cool to look through and kind of write down games that I might not have actually heard of. There's some that are European that weren't released over here, but I can still get them and play on my Mega Drive. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going through this and hopefully, yeah, find some cool gems that I didn't know existed. And the last thing is not a 360, but he did give me a 360 faceplate. So like I say, we worked at Granger Games together, so we did get a lot of free stuff like this. So this was one that did come with the game. I believe it wasn't like a one that you could buy separately. And yeah, I think these are becoming like really collectible at the moment. I do love them, they're really hard to display. I do love this one. I do love the game. It's nice that I have something to like brighten up my shelves a bit, so I absolutely love this. He also had some other promo stuff that he threw in for me, and figures, so yeah, like, and honestly, like, really grateful for that. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're watching. I think you do watch the videos, so thank you so much for that. Very, very kind. Next up, I picked up some things from Sega Mags, like always, and not magazines this time, although I have bought some that I'm going to pick up at Doncaster, which is this month, which I'm very excited for. But yeah, I did pick up some demo discs. I love them. They kind of bring back a lot of nostalgia because I did own a lot of them. I was obsessed with magazines when I was younger. So yeah, I picked up a few that had covers that games that I really liked. So I picked up this one, which has Medieval on the front. Absolutely love this game. And then this one because it has Metal Gear and Dino Crisis on, two of the games that I love. Obviously, you know I love Tomb Raider, so I had to pick up the Tomb Raider 3 demo. Like, I know I have these games, but like, it's something about, I liked playing the demo of the game as well because I remember that's how I first got to play the game. So yeah, even though I own Tomb Raider 3, I will still play the demo because I kind of just a nice little quick go of the game and like, yeah, like a lot of nostalgia. So I'm excited to have that one. And then lastly, I picked this one up because it has Tomb Raider, The Last Revelation. So yeah, I'm really happy with these and I'm looking forward to kind of playing through them because yeah, I used to be obsessed with demo discs, especially when I couldn't afford like to buy games a lot, and these were kind of a cool way to like still play certain things, but you know, not fully, but I still really enjoyed them. So my friend I mentioned who sent me all these nice things, he also messaged me saying a friend of his was selling some things at CEX trade-in value, and there was one game on there that I was like, I will absolutely take, and that is Rocket Knight Adventures. I think he sold me at CEX trade price without manual because I think I paid £24 with postage altogether, and it's like such good condition as well. So Rocket Knight is by Konami and it was released in 1993. The main character is a possum knight and he has a rocket pack and a sword. I did give it a very quick go. I wasn't very good at it. I didn't really control it very well, so I do need to have a better go at this. But it's not one that I actually played when I was younger. I mentioned I do want to pick up a lot of 2D side-scrolling games, and especially with it being a Konami game, and it looks really cute as well. I really wanted to get this one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this a proper playthrough when I can actually work out how to play it properly. The next game I picked up was randomly in CEX when I was just passing by. The front cover kind of had a Tomb vibe and I'd never heard of it. So yeah, I quickly Googled it and saw some screenshots and I thought it looks interesting. And that is Adam's Venture Origins, which apparently is awful when I've looked at it. I looked at it more online and it's not like a great game apparently, which I wasn't expecting it to be. I picked it up because it looks like something I might enjoy. It was developed by Vertigo Games and released in 2016, and it's set in the 1920s and you get to explore ancient ruins and kind of search for mysterious artifacts. I'm going to assume there's puzzles in it as well, and just a lot of exploration. And as you know, I'm a big Tomb Raider fan, so anything kind of related to ancient Egypt and tombs and stuff I'm really interested in. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving it a go. I really hope it's decent or something that I might enjoy. But if you played it, let me know. Let me know what it's like. Is it even worth it? Next up, this is going to be like a hear me out kind of game because I definitely got a funny look behind it, and I got some cash converters, and it was a game that I personally enjoyed playing when I was younger, and that is Playboy the Mansion. So this game was developed by Cyberlaw Studios and it was released in 2005, which was kind of at the peak of that kind of Playboy hype that was around. And I picked this up because I do like simulation games. I love The Sims and Theme Park and things like that. So yeah, I actually enjoyed playing this game. And for £4, I thought I'd pick it up again. And the next game I picked up is Star Ocean: The Last Hope. This was developed by Tri-Ace and it was published by Square Enix, and it was released in 2009. So when this came out, I was at Granger Games and I was still collecting a lot of games. I think I bought too much stuff and it just got very overwhelming, and a lot of stuff kind of got like put to one side, and this was one of them. But I did really want to give this one a try. I think there was others in the series which I've never played either, but with it being Square Enix and obviously I love Final Fantasy, it kind of looked really cool. I haven't played a JRPG for a while and I feel like this one is one that I will hopefully enjoy. The next two are also 360 games, and that is CSI, Deadly Intent and Fatal Conspiracy. So these are Ubisoft published games, and Deadly Intent came out in 2009 and then Fatal Conspiracy came out in 2010. So these are obviously based on the TV show. I absolutely love these games. I love the TV show. I was really into forensics. I feel like there was a big hype around that whole kind of thing back then. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing these again because I've completely forgot anything about them. So hopefully it'll be like fresh gameplay again because it's been so long. So I picked up quite a few of these games on the same day. I'd been for food with friends, which is like, I don't know if for people who know Newcastle, I was at the very bottom near the train station, and I walked up to my bus stop, which just happens to pass a CEX, some charity shop, cash converters, and that retro game shop, which is in the Granger Market. So I very quickly popped into these shops because it was quite late in the day, so a lot of them were shutting. So yeah, I only had 15 minutes in that retro game shop, so I just kind of went in to say hello. He had just had a big trade in. It had some really cool stuff, but I just didn't have time to like really have a look. But I did pick up these 2 games, which nothing crazy, very cheap, but it ties into CSI, and that is NCIS on the Wii. So this was also developed by Ubisoft, but this was in 2011. And like CSI, it is based on the TV show. It has pretty much all the characters from the show, and it has you like solving crimes exactly like the show would be. So with this being developed by Ubisoft as well, like CSI, I feel like it's going to be very similar. Like on the back, it looked like it's exactly the same. So yeah, I feel like for £1, I'll just have fun with this one day, but I just want to put something quick on the play. And following the trend of point and click games, I picked up Broken Sword, which I don't think I've played this version. And this was like an enhanced remake and director's cut of the classic 1996 game. It did have some additional artwork added to the game as well, which is by an artist called Dave Gibbons. It also had some extra levels and you can play as Nico as well, which I'm really excited to do. So yeah, Broken Sword is one of my favourite point and click games, so I'm excited to give this a go. I don't know why I never bought it. Like I feel like, I've played this game so many times. I don't know why I've never chose to play this version. Like I played 1 and 2 last year. So yeah, I feel like I'll play this one again. Hopefully this one has quite a few extra bits, which will be fun to play. And lastly, I will talk about the Wii U games that I picked up. I do think that these might go up in price, maybe. I know a lot of them have been remade for the Switch, so that might kind of affect the prices. Maybe they won't go up, but I feel like they're so cheap and I missed out on so many games that I'm going to pick them up. I still need a console. I might look for one at Doncaster when I'm there. I kind of want the Zelda console, so we'll see. But for now, I basically looked on the CEX website and saw that the Washington CEX had at one point they had the entire collection. I actually talked to the guys behind the counter, and some guy had literally sold his entire collection, I think, of Wii U games. And I think that was a month after I'd looked, so a lot of the Wii stuff had gone, but there was still a bit left, and yeah, I picked up a few bits. So I'm assuming you can guess what the top one is. That is New Super Luigi U. So I mentioned that I did want to pick this one up separately because you can get it along with the normal New Super Mario Brothers, but I love the green case. I mean it's going to stand out a lot, but I do like it and I like the idea of it. So yeah, this came out in 2013 and it is a platform game developed by Nintendo. It was an expansion to the 2012 New Super Mario Brothers game, and it kind of coincided with the 30th anniversary of Luigi, his first appearance, which I think was 1983. So yeah, it looks like a really fun game, and it obviously adds the character Nabbit, I think is the name of it. But yeah, I feel like it just looks fun. I mean, every Mario 2D platform game has always been good fun to me, so I haven't played the Wii U versions of the games, so yeah, I'm looking forward to giving these ones a go. So the next one I picked up is Hyrule Warriors, which I've never played at all. It came out in 2014 and it's a hack and slash game developed by Omega Force and Team Ninja. So this game combines the game style of Dynasty Warriors along with The Legend of Zelda, which is a really cool mashup that works really well. Even though I haven't played it, I have seen a lot of gameplay of it and it just looks really fun. So yeah, it has a lot of cool characters by the looks of it, and just the art style just looks really good. It also has an adventure mode, so this looks like it's the very old school Zelda type gameplay, and looks like you unlock extra stuff if you play through it. So yeah, I'm excited to play this one when I eventually get a Wii U. Next up, I picked up Captain Toad, which I really wanted when it came out, and I don't know why I never picked it up. I think it came out on the Switch, which I was going to buy. I believe it's probably the same version, just ported to the Switch. This came out in 2014 and it's a puzzle platform type game, obviously published by Nintendo, and each level is kind of a contained mini diorama, and then you have to move the camera around and solve puzzles. There's little platforming elements as well as enemies. And I think the reason that I really wanted to play this, apart from Toad being adorable, is it kind of reminds me of Cooler World a little bit. Obviously a much more advanced kind of Cooler World, but yeah, just the way that it is just one kind of square platform that you have to manipulate yourself around. I feel like it's got that kind of style, which I love. So yeah, this one I'm really looking forward to playing through. Next up, I picked up Tokyo Mirage, which is another game that when it came out, I just loved the art style of it. I thought it looked really cool. It came out in 2016 and it's a JRPG developed by Atlas. It takes place in modern day Tokyo and has a lot of cool locations from there as well. And yeah, I always knew it was called FE. I didn't realise that obviously stands for Fire Emblem. But yeah, I think it has some characters from that game as well, and it just looks really fun. I feel I know I've got Star Ocean to play as well, which is an RPG, but I feel I want to play this one first. This looks really cool and I think it got quite good reviews as well. Next up is one I've never never heard of, and that is the SteamWorld collection. So it has SteamWorld Heist and SteamWorld Dig. I had to quickly Google this when I was in CEX because I never see it and it looked cool from the back. So I give it a quick Google online just to have a look, and it does look like quite a fun game. SteamWorld Dig came out in 2015, and that's a platform action adventure game which has looks like it's got like a kind of a Western type vibe to it. And then the SteamWorld Heist came out in 2016, and that's a turn-based tactics game which has more of a sci-fi look about it, but it does have that obviously steampunk elements to it as well. And these are part of the Nintendo eShop Selects, which I didn't know was like a subset of games for the Wii U. But yeah, I think it's a really cool idea to put these onto a disc, and I've never played them, never heard of them, but they look really cool. So let me know in the comments if you have ever played them. I feel like people have said Dig is a better game, I think. And looking at the gameplay, I feel like Dig is the one that looks like I will enjoy it more, possibly. Next up, another game which I always look at on other consoles and I really want to play it, and that is Lego City Undercover, which is probably the only Lego game I've never actually played, because I have played all the franchise type ones. So this game came out in 2013. It's been released on a lot of consoles, and it's based on the Lego City toy line that is available, and it follows a police officer called Chase McCain. But I really enjoy the Lego games, and I remember probably the early 90s, my friend who had a PC had a Lego game that was nothing this graphically amazing, but you could drive around a city, a Lego kind of city, and I don't remember what it was, but I absolutely loved it. So when I look at this, I always feel like it looks like a way more advanced version of that, so I really want to give it a go. I'll probably not finish this one, I just kind of want to mess around in a Lego city, really. So next up, I picked up Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, which looks really cute. I absolutely love Animal Crossing, and I have done since it was first released. I was kind of disappointed when they released all the Switch 2 stuff. There wasn't any mention of a new Animal Crossing, because I feel like it's been 5 years or 6 years since the last one. So yeah, I feel like I'm not going to buy Switch 2 just yet, but if they released a new Animal Crossing, I would be straight there to try and find one. So yeah, I picked up this because I love this franchise. This came out in 2015, and it's a party game developed by Nintendo and ND Cube. Apparently it completely failed and it's a terrible game, which I didn't realise when I had purchased it. It kind of looks like a similar style to Mario Party, which are really good games. So I'm kind of gutted that it's not great, but I will give it a go just because I love the actual characters. It looks like it has the same kind of sound and music, so yeah, I love Animal Crossing, so I'm hoping it's half decent at least. And lastly, I picked up Pokken Tournament, which again is a game that I never played, but it always looked really cool. So I didn't realise this was originally released for the arcades in 2015, and it was developed by Bandai Namco. And then they made a version for the Wii U, which came out in 2016. So I picked this up because I love Pokemon. I really enjoyed the Pokemon Stadium games on the N64, and Tekken 3 is my favourite fighting game of all time. So yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what they've done with Pokemon in a fighting game. It's cool that it has all the inserts. The guy was a collector, so the Amiibo Festival has the Amiibo card still as well. And this one comes with the Mewtwo Amiibo card. These were actually on the shelf with all the inserts in like they usually do. And I'm really surprised that no one had nicked it already. So yeah, I'm very thankful that it was still in the box. So yeah, that was all my recent pickups all the way up till the end of May. I was quite shocked how many I had picked up, if I'm honest, especially when I haven't been out that much. This month is the Doncaster Gaming Market, so I am super excited for that. I'm not going to spend as much as last time, hopefully. I'm also wanting to take a trip to Doorway to Darkness because I've only been there once and it was a really cool shop that I don't think I got enough time to look around, so I feel like I might not do as much at the gaming market and have more time and hopefully more money for the Doorway to Darkness. I will be doing a video, obviously, like I did last year. Before my Doncaster video, I will hopefully do a video on my current collection, kind of going to go through each console that I own and what I collect for. And I thought I'd talk about how much I've spent on it, which has been over the past 2 years, kind of how much it costs for each kind of console, how much profit, and is it worth collecting in today's market, and kind of which ones are the best to collect for at the moment. So hopefully that's interesting to some people. If not, just to see what I've been collecting. Some people just like to see what I own. But until then, I will catch you guys later. Bye.